retro TV show.
Hello there, I would like to talk to you about the TV show Bewitched. I loved Bewitched as a kid growing up. Do you remember the beautiful Elizabeth Montgomery playing the part of Samantha and her two husbands? Well, I say two husbands, technically one husband, but played by two actors. Who was your favourite? Was it Darren Stevens played by Dick York or Darren Stevens played by Dick Sargent? To me, I was always a fan of Dick York, but then when I started watching more of the Dick Sargents, I'd think, hey, I actually quite like Dick Sargent. And then I go back and watch the show again and Dick York will be there and Dick York will be my favourite. So I don't think I've really got a favourite Darren, but if I had to be pushed, it'd probably be Dick York over Dick Sargent. Anyway, I made a mistake a little while back and it was a big regret. I decided to buy Bewitched on Blu-ray. It was announced it was on Blu-ray, so I thought I've got to get it, and I paid quite a lot of money for it, only for it to arrive, and it was region locked. Now, this was the Mill Creek. They've released two different variations of Bewitched, okay? So, if you're anywhere in the UK or Europe, and you're watching this and you're thinking, I need to buy the Bewitched Blu-ray box set, do not buy the Mill Creek version, because it is locked, it's region locked. Which is a pity really, because I've bought loads of Mill Creek stuff before. Mission Impossible was region free, Charlie's Angels was mission free, so I took the risk thinking that Bewitched would be region free as well. But I did the unboxing, I put the Blu-ray in the machine, and unfortunately there was a big look of disappointment on my face as it came up with region error, so I had to send it back. Now, when I bought the original Mill Creek version of Bewitched on Blu-ray, I had to buy it off of Amazon.com, not the UK version. So I paid with it with my credit card, and it arrived a week or so later, and I had to get a refund. So I posted it back, got my refund. I had the option of getting my refund back onto the credit card or by going into getting the refund onto Amazon. So I thought, yeah, I'll get the refund on Amazon because I'm going to be ordering the other version of Bewitched, which isn't a complete box set, comes out in a couple of seasons. So you get seasons 1 and 2 together, 3 and 4 together, 5 and 6 together. There's 8 seasons of Bewitched altogether. And I think they've just now released seasons 4 and 5. But I wanted to get 2 and 3 because they were my favourite seasons. I will go back and get 1 and 2, and they're great. I've seen them so many times. I love 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. They were probably my favourite 4 seasons. So I'm working on 2 and 3 at the moment. And I'm looking forward to watching these on the brand new in-print version of the Blu-ray, which I know is 100% multi-region. So, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is if you buy it, don't go for Mill Creek, go for the imprint version. It's going to be a little bit more money, but by all accounts, the quality of the Blu-ray is better anyway, so I'm happy about that, but you might just be a slightly poorer. Anyway, what I was trying to say just now before that, kind of ended up going off on a bit of a rant, I ended up getting my refund back onto Amazon.com, and I thought, okay, I'll just go on to Amazon and buy the newer version of the Blu-ray. And I went on to Amazon UK. It was great. I could get it next day delivery. Fantastic, I thought. Went to pay for it, thinking I could pay for it because I'd just been credited by Amazon. But oh no, my money was credited to Amazon.com and not Amazon.co.uk. So I had to go back onto the American site and order it. So rather than it coming from the warehouse up the road in Swindon, not far from where I live, on next day delivery, it came from New Zealand. Which is great for the carbon footprint, isn't it? But there you go. Anyway, it's arrived today, and I am looking forward to opening up this box set and just seeing what it's all about. So let's take a quick look as I open up the box set. This is very well packed up. Then it has travelled halfway around the world from New Zealand. And blimey, it really is well packed. But here it is. Bewitched on Blu-ray, seasons 2 and 3, which I'm really looking forward to watching. Now, just taking the Blu-rays out of it's a lovely container. It really is a lovely container. So I think I'm probably going to look forward to buying the whole lot. 8 discs here. And shall we take a look and see what's inside? So I'm just opening up the package now. So you obviously got the 8 discs, but they must have more than 8 discs in this because it's quite a size. Take it off, and it's really, as I said, really nicely packaged. And you've got, oh, looks like some treats here. So you've got season 3 on Blu-ray, you've got season 4 on Blu-ray, and you have seasons 3 and 4 of Bewitched, the information book. And I'll tell you what, this is like, do you remember those Thomas the Tank Engine books you used to be able to get? It's the same sort of size book as that, and I've never seen this before, but it is just full of colour pictures and synopsis, I guess, of the stories. This is going to be really, really good to read, I think. And seasons 3 and 4 of Bewitched were great. You know, you had Aunt Clara, you had the Kravitzes, you had Uncle Arthur. Some really, really good stories. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to put this into my Blu-ray player, and I'll come back and I'll give you another review in a little while when I've watched my favourite episode, which is the popcorn episode. See you in a bit.
This is Radio Groovy. We are the safe space on your radio for TV themes, soundtracks, and lounge music. For more details about Radio Groovy, go to radiogroovy.com and scan the QR code.
So I've just watched my favourite episode of Bewitched, which is season 3, episode 11, Ebita's Hex. It's the one with the magic popcorn. And I can tell you what, the colours on the show, it's almost like it was not for maybe yesterday or today, but maybe just a couple of days ago. The colours were astoundingly good. You could see freckles on Samantha's face. You could even see the hairs on the arms of Darren and Larry Tate. That's how clear it was. It was beautiful, beautiful colours. The scenery looked amazing. In fact, when they actually stop the filming and they do one of their spells and they got, stop the filming and they go and change something and they start the filming again, it's just obviously it's an edit, but you can't see any of that. The one thing I did notice though, on the kitchen floor, there was a piece of tape, like gaffer tape. So obviously it was a prompt as to where to stop. I've never seen that before. And again, as I said, it's such a clear, vibrant picture. So I thoroughly recommend the Bewitched Blu-ray seasons 3 and 4. So just to repeat, you get Blu-ray 4 season, Blu-ray 3 season, and a book with a synopsis of all the stories from both seasons. Thoroughly recommend it. I watched one episode. It took me straight back to just a kid. I was just grinning like a Cheshire cat watching it, and then I decided to watch another one called Soapbox Derby, which was brilliant as well. And again, brilliant colours and very, very good stories. So really looking forward to watching the whole of these 2 seasons of Bewitched, seasons 3 and 4. If you're in the UK or Europe, don't forget, buy the in-print version, not the Mill Creek version, because imprint is multi-region. And maybe when I buy the next 2 seasons, 5 and 6, I'll buy it on Amazon UK rather than getting it all the way from New Zealand. But still, it was worth the wait, and it's here now. I'm off to watch some more. Catch you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.